I don't know if you've thought about it before, but you as a creative are a brand. Let me explain. Nowadays, more than ever, everything you do is part of your brand, whether it's your Instagram account or your Facebook or your YouTube channel or just your videos or photos, they're all a part of your brand. And the harsh reality of being a creative is that a lot of us aren't so good at the business side of things. And one of the big areas of business is branding. Literally everything you do, especially on the internet, is a part of your brand. Everything from comments that you leave on photos, to your YouTube channel, to your photos, your videos, everything is a part of your brand. Everything. And the first thing people usually see is your branding. They land on your Instagram account or on your YouTube channel and they right away see your branding. They see the banner up top, they see your thumbnails, they see your branding before they even actually see your work. Even something like your Instagram profile pic, that's a part of your brand and people usually see that before they even see a photo that you've taken. So right away, you're giving a sense to the viewer of what your branding is like. So what we're realizing is that branding is pretty freaking important. It's always so hard to step aside and stop the daily grind for a bit and think about your business and think about how you can innovate your business. And branding is one of those things that you constantly have to be thinking about and tweaking and changing so that you stay relevant and that your brand is on point. You have to actually stop and think, what is my brand? And is my brand coming across to the viewer? You might have the most amazing videos on your channel that are just so next level, but if your banner looks like garbage and your thumbnails are just gross, then people are probably never even gonna watch that video. Because your branding is actually communicating something that doesn't reflect your work. Now recently I sat down and I started thinking about my own brand and how I can communicate that brand better. So I started thinking about things like my banner and my intro videos. How can I make them a little bit cleaner, a little bit better, and a little bit more to the point so people are right away seeing my brand and it's being communicated really effectively. I didn't like how long my intro video was. It was never supposed to be an intro video that lives for so long, but things just got crazy and I got busy and it just ended up being the intro video that I used for a long time. So I wanted to revamp that completely, make it a lot more high quality and make it shorter, nice and to the point, communicate that brand really quickly and not waste time because the audience is gonna see that intro video a whole bunch of times. So it can't be too long that people are like, the intro again. So I'm not the best designer, but what I did was I asked one of my friends, Vinny, to actually design me some things that I could then use and animate and put on my channel. So we worked together and he designed me a new banner. He designed me a new intro, he made all the graphics for that, then I took those, added some different clips, brought it into After Effects and I animated it all, but he did all the designing so that the brand would come across really well because I'm not that good at designing. Here's my old intro. And here's the new one. And here's my old banner, and then here's the new one we designed. So you can tell the new branding is a lot better and then it reflects on my work much better. And if you need some design work done, I linked Vinny down below. He's super talented, really good at what he does, so check him out. So let's take a look at 3 different areas that you can think about and build on to make your brand a lot better and more effective. First off are your graphics, the banner on your YouTube channel, your thumbnails, any graphics, any fonts, any of that stuff that has to do with your brand. You really want to think those through and have consistent graphics that fit your brand. You don't want to use this font for those videos and then all of a sudden you're using this font and then you're going to this font and that font and you're using 3 different fonts at the same time. You don't want to be all over the place. You want to stay consistent to your brand. So take time, design a really good banner because that's going to live on your channel for a long time. Make sure you're thinking through your thumbnails, that they really communicate your brand, and really think about things like your fonts because you're going to have to live with those for a longer period of time. You can't keep switching those all the time. And if you're like me and you suck at design, make sure to ask one of your friends who's really good at design to design you some different stuff so that you're not going to make make things that don't really reflect on you that well. Number 2 is your style. What's your filmmaking style? Are you a cinematic filmmaker? Are you a vlogger? Is your stuff more moody and dramatic, or is it more happy and lighthearted? Whatever your style is, try and stick to that. Don't do one video that's really happy and comedy and then the next video is really dark and moody and dramatic. It's just gonna confuse your brand and people aren't gonna know what to expect when they come onto your channel or when they watch one of your films or see one of your photos. Now that's not to say that you can't work in different genres, but try and keep the style the same. For example, I might make an epic travel film that's really cinematic and I put a lot of effort into it. But then if I make a vlog, I'm also gonna try to put some cinematic stuff into that and keep kind of that same style. It's not gonna be as cinematic or epic as the travel film, but it's still gonna have those same elements. And one big thing that kind of holds your style all together is the way you color grade your footage. That's one thing that can be a really consistent look no matter what kind of video it is. If it's a tutorial or a vlog or an epic travel film, you can keep that consistent color grade look. And then number 3 is your personality. So how do you as a person come across to the viewer? For example, if I was just throwing F-bombs in my videos all the time, then that would look a certain way, and that would move my brand towards that direction. So you really need to think about how you're portraying yourself in your photos, in your comments, in your videos, whether you're talking, everywhere you need to be thinking about how you're portraying yourself to other people. And this one's a really important one, and I think a lot of people neglect it or just don't think about it. So next time you're thinking about writing some stupid comment or getting angry at someone online, think again and think about how it's gonna reflect on your brand. And when you're planning these different areas, think about what your demographic is so that you can mold and shape your brand so it really appeals to that demographic, whichever you're trying to go for. And also what kind of brands you might want to partner up with in the future. Because brands have to stay on brand with their own brand. I know that's confusing, and your brand might not fit their brand. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. But it's really important what your brand looks like when you're trying to partner up with other brands. So stop for a moment, take a look at your branding, whether it's your Instagram account or your YouTube channel or your thumbnails or just the things that you're commenting, and think about what is that communicating to other people? What is my brand saying to the viewers right now? Then you can go from there, refine your brand and make it even more effective. Short and sweet, that's it for me today, guys. I hope you guys learned something and maybe it made you think about your own brand, because sometimes it takes an external source to stop you so that you can actually think about what you're doing and what you're communicating. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join this community, enjoy the filmmaking process, and go get some of those travel feels.